So that vegan teacher, as many of you know, has been banned off of TikTok. Um, and this is her new account apparently. But she was banned off of TikTok, I think 2 days ago. And a lot of people are happy. And to be honest with you, I'm not happy. All right. I'm just being honest. Listen, first and foremost, that vegan teacher was funny to make fun of. It's true. You all know it. She was fun to laugh at. She made ridiculous content. She got Gordon Ramsay, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger, um, a bunch of people to actually respond to her. She was great fun. Now, after she was banned, she made an account or changed her name of an account to that Holocaust teacher. I don't like that. Here's the thing, right? Vegan teacher, as we all know, she would be very, we'll say, extra. She would be very extra about her takes on veganism, right? She would constantly compare animal suffering to the suffering of marginalized groups. She would talk about how, cows had to be raped in order to produce milk. And like on the surface, yeah, like that seems kind of racist to kind of constantly compare suffering of animals to people, because as a society, we very clearly put more, and me personally as well, we put more value on people. Duh. Like, obviously, I would rather black people not be slaves, and I don't give a shit about animals. I'm just being honest with you. Except for like dogs, I don't even care about these fucking dogs, to be honest with you. So that's not even true. We empathize with people more. Of course, black people should be equal. Gay people, trans people, these are things that vegan teacher would constantly weaponize and make people uncomfortable, because she would compare them. She would talk about how being a vegan, you suffered more than you suffered being gay. She was preposterously fucking stupid. She was a fucking idiot. Let's just be honest. The vegan teacher was fucking dumb. However, she makes kind of a point. And if she wasn't trying to be so antagonistic, and so, antagonistic and so shocking, she probably could have gotten a lot of people to actually wrap their minds around veganism. And that's the problem, is that she would come after a lot of creators, but I offered her a space to sit down and have a real conversation about animal cruelty, and she refused it, which to me suggests that she's less interested in promoting veganism and more interested in just being like inflammatory and annoying, because she came after some people that are my friends on TikTok, like Joe Bartolozoli. Am I saying his name? Whatever. Curly Daddy. These are two people that I'm like legit, especially Curly. I'm legitimately friends with Curly, like actual outside of TikTok friends. Joe Bart, I'm actually, me and him are rather friendly. And like the three of us are actually planning on hanging out when Curly comes to New York in March. So yeah, we're in the same dimension here. So my offering to her wasn't something she didn't hear. She knew about it, and she decided to refuse it, which is very unfortunate, because there is a really solid argument that we could have as a society about going vegan, or rather reducing animal suffering. Now, it's a very complicated situation, because at the end of the day, for one, we are abusing animals, right? There's I remember like Joe Rogan even talked about how like animals that aren't free range, they know they're going to die. There's a stress hormone that's released in like cows. They know they're going to die, and it makes the meat shittier. In order to get cows to keep them pregnant, in order to keep them producing milk, they have to be pregnant. You can absolutely call that rape. The male cows are basically, when they're born, we make veal out of them. It's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. Like really fucked up. We do horrible things to animals. Now, the argument you can make is that doing those things to animals make it cheaper. Smaller living conditions and treating them like shit makes the food cheaper, which is generally better, at least for poor people, so that they can afford more food. This is a very complex scenario, and really, when it comes down to it, wealth redistribution is going to be the way that we can push more towards veganism. I also support the idea of like laboratory meats. I don't think that it's crazy to empathize with animals. But like I said, me sitting here telling you guys this, I think is something that you guys could sit down and go, okay, that makes sense, right? We need to take slow steps towards not abusing animals, but we do understand that as humans, our subjective value on animals is less than our subjective value on other humans, especially other marginalized groups such as like black and gay people. And so like, I think that like at the end of the day, the vegan teacher, The veganism message is I think it's like a positive one. I don't know if it's important per se, but it's positive. I think it's something that we should be talking about in society. But I will say that I don't genuinely think that that vegan teacher was as interested in getting people to become vegan as she was interested in getting the clout from calling people out for not being vegan and constantly making people uncomfortable by talking about veganism and comparing animal suffering to the suffering of human beings. I think that she was like an intentional provocateur, and that really muddied her vegan message. So that's what I wanted to say about that. Yeah. Poo-poo pee-pee.
Are humans more superior than animals? Why or why not?
Subjectively, yeah, I think humans are superior to animals. This is apparently her new account, by the way. That vegan teacher is here. Let's see.
This morning and found out that my account was banned on TikTok. And I know many of you are jumping for joy and thinking that this is a great victory. Somehow, it makes you smile to know that an animal rights activist is being silenced on one of the platforms. Why is that?
You're not an animal rights activist. You know what? To her credit, nobody gives a fuck about veganism. People would ignore the message probably, unless she was being this provocative. So I get it, actually, giving her that much of a...
Many of you woke up this morning and found out that my...
So, fair enough.
Animals are not ours to eat, wear, or use. What that means is that every time you go in the grocery store, it's your responsibility to not put any products that contain animals in your shopping cart. When you go to a restaurant, same thing.
I feel so bad for you. She's so defeated.
The
but she's an adult, so like I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't need the money from TikTok.
You're buying clothing. Don't buy fur or wool. Don't buy leather. Your responsibility is not to pay for somebody else to be harmed. Animals want their own skin. They want their lives. They want their freedom. Animals...
Hello? Yes? God?
Bro, you could just tell her energy is that of defeat.
God? It's God. Yes, the students are here. Oh, an important message? Okay. Well, hold on, you're talking too fast. Okay, I have to tell them? Okay, fine, hold on. He says no more ice cream unless it's soy ice cream and what? Tofu ice cream? And, okay, cashew or some other nut ice cream. Okay, no more dairy ice cream. Okay. I know it's terrible. You want me to tell them? Okay, because he says because the baby boy cows are taken away from their mothers at birth. Most people don't know, and then they're killed in the dairy industry. They're murdered, and they're turned into veal, and the mothers are eventually... Yeah, okay. Yes, okay. Thank you. For what? They get free banana phones if they become vegan? Yay!
That was really sad. That was really sad. That was really sad. I pity this woman right now. She was just banned, which is absolutely demoralizing. I understand. And like you can feel it. Like it happens. It comes in waves. A lot of TikTokers experience like the demoralization of not trending or not doing really well. And she certainly is feeling some of that. I feel so bad for her. Just let her know that she can come on stream and have a nice conversation about veganism if she'd like. Jesus.